What's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for me. This is Drinks with JD.
It started with just going out so much that, I was not balling. So I wanted to find a way to get into the clubs for free. So my first time going out, actually, the girl working the door, I knew her. So I was able to get in for free. I was like, oh, this is nice. And then how do I get, I don't want to spend money. I didn't have it like that. So I asked her and her team or whatever, can I promote for you guys? And I think they just looked at me like, nah. And I was like, damn. They just kept like bullshitting me and talking about, like, oh, we'll see, we'll think about it. And ended up going to a different nightclub, and the main promoter, for some reason, like, he just hooked me up. And so then I came up to him, I was like, hey man, I want to promote, like, I feel like I could do this. And he looked at me too, and he was like, all right, our meetings are on Tuesday, come through. So he gave me that chance. So I was like, oh man, I can go to the club for free. And then I found out they were giving us drink tickets. I was like, I'm going to the club for free, getting free drinks, and then you get paid for bringing people. I was like, oh man, this is dope, And so then I got to meet artists, performers, because we would have performers come through. It was just that's what opened me up to like networking, learning how to network and talk to people and, get people to come to the club and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I guess you could also say that it helped you, come out your shell, and like the whole awesome thing is networking, that part, and just growing overall, right? Now, how was it like getting to know the city? Because I grew up in Golden Hill, right? And downtown for me, like I would go to like Horn Plaza all the time. Like my high school was in downtown. My junior high school was in Balboa Park. So. I would always just hang out downtown, and I loved it. That's me as a kid. But even to this day, I don't live close to downtown, but I basically hang out there so much just because I love my city. I love my city. Now, did that also grow, like, let's say, your pride to be a San Diegan, or like just like, I don't know. I mean, did you enjoy yourself like downtown?
So younger, I hated downtown. Okay. I despised downtown.
Why is that?
My mom was a jeweler.
Okay.
So she would buy and sell jewelry. And like she had the wholesales downtown. Okay. So we would always be with her, and she would make us wait in the car. And there was always like homeless people walking by us all the time. And it was just like, as a kid, I was like kind of low-key scared. I was like, damn, it's just me and my sister in the car. Yeah. And we would be there for hours waiting for my mom to do her business and then come. I hated downtown. So then going to like work downtown, she would even make fun of me. She's like, because y'all about downtown, The one day would hate downtown, and I was like, yeah. But yeah, I learned to appreciate how beautiful downtown is. Like at night especially, it shines. It's very active. A lot of people. Just a lot going on. So I ended up really enjoying, like, just being out in the streets, talking to people. Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, no,
it was a fun experience.
Yeah, I completely understand. I just, I like I said, my neighborhood was right next to downtown San Diego, and I'm just happy that I had that experience, like, as a kid. Like I said, like I would spend like the mall was right there, and I would just catch the bus real quick to my house, or sometimes even walk, but yeah, no, I just love that. Anyway, right? I just like talking about it because it's like, I'm San Diego now. I love my city, so yeah.
You don't appreciate your city until you leave it. Yeah. So when I moved away for college, San Diego was like, I grew up here. You kind of like take it for granted. But then when I was out there, and there were people be like, "Oh, LA's better." Hey, yo, like, like I may not, like San Diego, but you're not gonna talk shit about it
exactly.
to me, So, like it started being more like, "Oh, it's my town. Don't be chill out on not too much on San Diego." And so, I really, when I came back, I was just like, man, San Diego is just home.
Yeah. No, where'd you go to college?
I went to I went to school in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, was it like on the coast a little bit? Like.
Yeah, it's off the 101.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's cool. It was that was a fun experience too. Yeah. Leaving the house for the first time. Yeah. Having to find a job and just make it without. It was like pretty much like we found a place, put down the first month, and I was like, all right.
That's cool. Now, did you like your experience, like living out there?
I did. It was cool. Very different from San Diego.
Yeah.
Big time. It was a shift, culture shift too. There's not a lot of Mexicans. At the time out there.
Wow, how was that?
Weird. Cause you used to like, you know, when you're here in San Diego, like it's not hard to find a Mexican spot.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find somebody like Mexican. You know what I mean? Like, so you feel more at home. So out there, it was kind of hard. It was tough.
No doubt.
Yeah. When I worked at Smart Final.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, over there, I was the only Mexican.
Wow. No doubt.
So when people would come in and they were Mexican, they'd be like, "Oh, es que bueno que agarrar más gente."
Yeah.
And I was like, I would look around like, "Duh, like we haven't hired." And they'd be like, "No, like,
raza,
more raza." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah." So it was cool. Benefit, I got more money because I was the only one who spoke Spanish.
Okay.
So
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know, it's funny because it's like some people gloss over that, like they don't want to learn Spanish or anything like that. But it's like, it's beneficial.
I had to learn, man. My cousins were roasting me every time I go to Mexico.
No doubt.
Yeah, like,
it's funny how that dynamic of like, you know, I still don't feel like I speak both languages as well as I should. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, over here sometimes I get tongue tied with my English, and even in Mexico I get tongue tied with my Spanish. So it's like, but it's funny how like we have to know both. You know what I'm saying? And,
but they get away with just one.
Exactly. But like, oh, you can't speak Spanish. Okay, but
the way they would roast me, I taught myself how to read and write.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I got tired. I was like, man, they're killing me here.
No, that especially in Mexico City.
Yeah, my cousins, they had no mercy on me, but they would. So I had to learn. So like every summer or the next time I go, they'd be like, "Oh man, Spanish is getting better and better."
Yeah,
so,
no, I completely understand. I completely understand that dynamic. Okay.
Yeah, my family my mom really only speaks Spanish.
Okay.
So it's really like first language. So it'd be kind of weird not to speak it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool also because, you know, you're first generation. So it's like, at least the language isn't gone.
Yeah.
So I completely understand.
Definitely.
Okay.
Trying to teach my wife, man.
No doubt. That's cool. All right, man. So let's get into the podcast side. Right. So you're the host of Barbershop Confidential Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us when you started it, and also can you also talk to us a little bit about it?
I started in 2019. I started by listening to a podcast. These two guys, they were, you know, at the time I thought they were like good friends, and they were just sharing stories and, you know, going off with each other as far as like combo wise. And I thought it was funny, fun. And I was like, I could do this with one of my friends.
Yeah.
So it took a while to like think about the name, the name, who I wanted to do it with. And I thought, me and my barber have these dope ass conversations every time, you know, it's always fun. And so I told him, I was like, yo, I want to do a podcast. What's up, me and you? And he was like, so yeah, just let me know when you got the stuff ready. And I was like, all right. So I got the stuff, I got the name, and then he jumped on. I noticed he wasn't really like pushing it and promoting it, and I was just kind of like low-key butthurt. I was like, bro, it's supposed to be like,
and we together, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like us. Like, I can't be the only one pushing it. So then I just started asking other friends to come on. You know, I kind of like ghosted them. But they don't like. So then I kept going. But yes, 2019 is when it started. But that's, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't doing video yet. It was audio only. I didn't know how to edit audio. I didn't even know how to use the mic and the recorder. So I had to learn all that. Yes. So it took a while. By 2020, I was like, all right, I got it now. Yeah. But then COVID came. Yeah. So I couldn't ask people to come to the house because, you know, that's where I recorded. And that in the beginning, you know how I was like, we don't know what's going on. So I didn't do any but one or two with my wife. So it slowed it down. Yeah. And then 2021, I still was kind of like, you know, I want to keep doing it. I had good feedback. Some people were like, what's up, man? When you going? You know, you're like slowing down your momentum. So then I picked it up again and kept going. And then here we are.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So you mentioned how you started off as a co-host.
Yeah.
Right. Now, and then now you do it solo. You know, solo.
Yeah, but I had another co-host in between.
Okay. Can you talk about, let's say, first about, or can you talk about the differences between a co-host and a solo podcast?
The co-host is cool.
Okay.
But the way I like the podcast, I just like having open conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And with the co-host, we can't keep talking about the same, like how was your week? And, especially when I'm like, hey, did you see this? No, I didn't. It's like we can't even talk about that, So then I was like, okay, we'll do topics. So I thought that was cool, but I wanted to guess. Like, I just like interacting with different people, different walks of life. And so slowly, again, like, broke up with that one too without telling them. I just ghost them, I don't really do the whole, come here, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me. No. It's just, I thought you got the hint when I didn't tell you to come no more, So, but I like doing it with having guests.
So are you bad at communicating? No, I'm just playing. No,
I don't think so, but maybe.
I'm playing.
Let me lay down real quick and then we can talk about it.
So when did this start? No, I'm playing. So okay, you're saying how there's challenges, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you think overall that just alleviates, let's say, an extra issue or an extra problem or extra thing that could go wrong in a podcast if you have a co-host? Yeah,
definitely. Okay. So I'm very firm, or not firm. I'm very big on if something's gonna go wrong, I'd rather be my fault because then I could just blame myself. But if somebody, I don't know. My mom had this saying, en las manos ajenas caen las desgracias. So like in other people's hands, fuck ups happen, and then so like. You really only have yourself to blame, but then you get mad, like, damn. So I'd rather if something goes wrong or if something's not working out, just be on me. I want to be the one responsible.
No doubt. Has anybody hit you up to or request to be your co-host?
I've had a couple of people, they'll joke around like, hey, so it really depends on how I vibe with them that first time. Or I'll probably just, we'll see.
Now, would you ever go back?
To a co-host?
Yeah.
Actually, I've been thinking about trying to get a co-host going again just because I do want to have, like, topics, So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm very moody. My mood swings when it comes to, like, people and stuff. So
Okay.
One moment I do want it, the next I'm like, it's not working out, man.
Okay. Yeah. Now, from what I understand is that one of your co-hosts was male and another one was female.
Yeah.
Now, can you share those differences?
It's cool having a female co-host, especially. I mean, number love. Shout out to Jen. She was cool. I really had a great time with her. Our back and forth was dope. She knew how to take a joke. She knew how to joke. So it was very. I really enjoyed having her as a co-host. So my boy too. He's I've known him for years. Our back and forth was cool. We had like the same type of sense of humor. So I've had great experience with both. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I like doing things on my own.
No doubt. It's because the reason why I'm asking, because like, let's say the Breakfast Club, right?
And just so you guys know, this is the introduction to me being the co-host. No, I'm just playing.
So Jonah's my co-host. It's Drinks JD and Jonah.
Give me my hand now.
Welcome to the team. Man.
No, I'm playing.
And be like,
I'll see what's up.
I'm gonna Jonah.
Tomorrow we get the episode got deleted, man. My bad.
Yo, can you sit right here? I want to tell you something. Well, the reason why I'm asking, because let's say the Breakfast Club, right? How at first it was Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, and DJ Envy, and the reason why they wanted to do that is because they at least wanted like a feminine side. Yeah. And also, just so it won't be like three guys just being bullies, or like just a different aspect of like, because I feel like, let's say a female could look at a situation in a different way, other than like us males, like we'll agree on something and then the female will be like, nah, that's not, so it's like it gives, I guess, different point of views, so that's why I'm asking, because I guess it's just you went through it. You got the male aspect, like a team as two males, and then the female-male experience. So I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool.
If I had to pick, I'd pick a female co-host.
Okay. Yeah. Just because different perspective.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's like I could only talk from a male's point of view. And, it'd be disrespectful for me to assume how a woman would react to things. So it'd be better just to have a woman who can share her perspective on whatever topic or whatever we're talking about. Like being a man hoe and being a woman hoe is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's two different dynamics, it's gone about differently. So I could only assume what they go through, but I know what a man goes through. So it's better to have a female co. It depends on the type of podcast you have too. So
Okay. Also, man, I see that you do episodes with your wife, right? And it's pretty dope. Also, to like, well, because you seem more vulnerable, right? Because it's like it's your wife. You know what I'm saying?
It's because she knows.
Yeah, well,
she knows me.
Yeah,
for real. So.
Yeah, exactly. No, and it's a cool episode. Your episodes are cool, but when your wife is on it, because you guys know each, obviously as your wife, and you're more vulnerable. It's just a different aspect that we see from Jonah. So I guess I'm asking, like, would you ever do a show with your wife?
Day, go work.